Oh boy. Are you ready? Um I don't know if I am. So this is a couple steps away from the last time I recorded. It's just funny because I'm pretty sure the last few were all next to each other. Just a lot of busyness and whatnot's going on. But I've decided that the next place we needed to go on this excursion of Paradise Killer was to talk to our Ghost Gal again, because we've learned a lot more about her. And I'm kind of running dry on leads at this point, so... It's no such thing as perfection. The Syndicate has obsessed over demonic corruption, but turned a blind eye to the corruption itself. Introspection was never our strong suit.
Those are facts, but are they the truth?
I believe it to be a never-ceasing trend, don't you? I've been in the idle lands, nothing to except I think there's missing a to do. Nothing to do except introspect up there. What did you learn? The mysteries we leave behind hurt more than the mysteries we can reach out and grasp. Hope you like buffets, investigator. There's nothing but mysteries on this island.
Are you happy with your truths?
Are you enjoying being back in paradise? Back in the sun-baked concrete?
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Syndicate needs an investigator, and I answered the call. It's my role of all this. What roles are the others playing out, I wonder?
I don't like this.
That's what I'm here to find out. Hope you do, investigator. Do you see Henry?
Got it. Aren't you paying attention,
That's the key to
investigator?
the whole thing. You need to investigate it yourself. Can you tell me about the sigil scorched in Henry's skin? During a possession, the demon screaming is in rage. The victim screams in the tongue of a demon, but the noises humans are capable of making are too limited.
Laughable.
We cannot pronounce demonic languages. We do not have the vocal range to understand. Or understanding. Sometimes the demon's psychic forces will wheels the words into existence. These can take a number of forms: telepathy, unearthly sounds, loss of vision, and so on. In Henry's case, the white-hot rage of the demon caused the sigils to be scorched into his body. His body was burned from the inside. His insides are probably destroyed. Physical form is being held together by the demon. Do these sigils affect anyone else? Those he comes into contact with will also have them scorched into
The
them.
investigator is here.
Strong embrace. The skins need to be pressed against another skin for several seconds. Drawn at the crime scene. Would Henry have done these?
You paying attention,
Drawing is an
investigator?
expression of the human mind. When you draw, you communicate something in your mind outwards. Demon has already found a way to express its emotions outward by scorching Henry's body. The demon already has a canvas, it doesn't need another one. Why are those symbols at the
Mystery
scene?
awaits.
That's for you to find out, our investigator. I'm only an expert on demons, not crime
The
scenes.
investigator is here. Mystery awaits.
The demon does not control Henry. It causes him to act, but he chooses how to act. Do you see the difference? Precisely. If Henry were to do that, he'd be doing it under his own violation. I don't know about you, but I can't draw characters from a language I don't understand. Thank you for that info. Would be very convenient if that happened last night. I think whoever told you this that is lying. Did you know anything about the fourth holy seal?
What the hell?
It is, as a spirit, I can go places others can't. How can someone get through it? Find out how to become close to a god. What about Henry?
Mysteries are around
What are
us?
gods and demons when you get down to it? Aliens, beings from the depths of the universe? How could the Syndicate differentiate between a demon and a god? What if that's the flaw in their plan? Could it? Good question.
Sure.
Know anything about demons on the island? Was wondering when you'd encounter
That's
them.
weird. The truth is all around
I have
you,
seen a lot of
investigator.
things, watched a lot of people do a lot of things. Have you heard the rumors? A secret demonology research room, run by someone that shouldn't be.
Don't test me.
I've heard of them. There's a secret in the dead zone, but there's a problem with that, isn't there? Dead zone is off limits. You need the correct key to get in.
You paying attention, investigator?
Precisely. What if there was another way through? Through. Bop, bop, bop. What the?
The truth is
A tunnel,
all
perhaps? What tunnel? Do you like to drink, investigator? A nice wine on a summer's evening at the best bar in town? A stroll afterwards, perhaps, behind the bar, exploring the world and what you find? Oh, that's the interesting bit, isn't it? Our dear witness going through where he shouldn't.
Got it.
Anyone else? Mr. Daybreak is a very naughty boy, isn't he?
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Deciphering all that, witness has been using a tunnel behind Sam's bar to get into the dead zone so he can use the secret demonology lab? I am so frustrated with your literal way of talking sometimes. Do you see the Grand Marshal?
What mysteries are around us?
Know anything about the third holy seal?
Those are facts, but are they the truth?
Okay. Already cracked this computer. Ooh, a new one.
Nightmare computer.
He was an old syndicate and one of
Got
the
it.
council members. Great plaque says he died 25 years ago. There's an inscription. Heartbreakers, lifesavers, and brothers under the cosmos. Interesting. Nice. Oh, I like this one. Okay. This, nope. Okay. Is this one? Yes, that is right. Certainly. I can find this last one here. Come on. Come on. Oh, it was the low one. Understood.
Nightmare computer unlocked.
Sweet. Let's go. spilled its own blood. Blood connects all secrets. What about Henry's?
Don't test. I have a bad feeling. Sure.
Eyes and Henry's father. Eyes was Henry's father. That's exciting. Had a relationship with a citizen, and now we have Henry. That gives Henry the council of blood. He'd need to break the blood lock on the third holy seal.
Key item obtained.
So we are finding more more evidence that it does actually make it seem like it could be Henry. Wait, really? I'm really surprised that this is the direction that our evidence is pointing. There must be more to it, right?
Blood crystal obtained.
Alright, there are a lot of pedestals for me to donate blood in here, I'm pretty sure. Saw a bunch while I was walking back up to talk to the ghost. Gross.
Relic
Shadow
obtained.
Zero. Carving about the god Shadow Zero. Capricious god that caused destruction on every planet she touched. Tentacle armed goat. Spooky. That'd be pretty freaky. What have we got?
Relic obtained.
The carving detailed the god destroyed Eden. Huge centaur god that roams space. He made a crown of asteroids and filled their caves with harems of fanged men he encountered on a dying planet. Wow, that's some interesting info. Donation.
Relic obtained.
Carving about the god Vile Embrace. Horrifying twins journeyed across the stars to find new races to dissect. Carnal god whose worship engaged in extreme sex. Wild. Thank you.
Relic obtained.
A carving detailing the history of the god, a beautiful specter. Master of an astral hunt, an unending skeleton. Scourge of the Caliber solar system. Unending skeleton. Terrifying. So terrifying that that may in fact become the title of this episode. I don't know how to get to those, so I guess I'm going to leave. Certainly, yeah. Alright, I will unlock the fast travel. I'll stop being so stingy with my blood crystals.
Alloy skins obtained.
Okay, so I really need to go talk to Kiko again. Okay.
Henry Division.
Okay, Henry. Is there any joy to be had on the islands? Oh yeah, too much really.
Not a
What the
fucking
fuck
thing.
do you think?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Trying to get a handle on the island that births the crime that end all crimes. We do our work and pray. Sometimes people go to that bar. Sometimes we go to the beach.
Whatever you
Did you know that
fucking say.
there's boat rides? Fucking boat rides.
Got it.
been on one?
I spent
Yeah,
my
a
entire
long time ago.
trip.
My mom took me. We didn't get the best seats. I was a problem kid, and she was a single mother. Were you always shunned? She made some friends eventually. There was a mahjong club on one of the apartments. She got in with them. I found kids to hang out with. No friends, though. I just do stuff to make them laugh. Smash windows, set fire to people, whatever. That's when I started being arrested a lot.
What fucking...
Hang on. What the fuck am I doing opening up like
Whatever
that?
you
Whatever.
fucking say.
Want to hear something good? I got something. Well, let's probe. I like you, investigator. I think you're onto something. Code to the safe in my apartment is... I'm just gonna assume... Thought you had a bad memory. Something's get engraved on it. Trust me. I'd wish they didn't. People should have minds full of things. You only have a couple of things rattling around in there. It's torture.
I spend my entire life addressing.
Same thing keeps bouncing off the edges of your consciousness. It's like a gunshot each time.
Key item obtained.
Thank Christ. Why are you asking? I guess I did then. Good investigating. You nailed it.
Fucking ever.
Any idea how that happened? What everyone is saying about you did last night might be wrong. So, excitement. Finally, some. What do you think? Do you know a name, Aiz Kiwami? Never heard of him. Is he my dad? Looks like it. Is he a good man?
Sorry.
He took his own life a few years ago. I'm sorry.
What a fucking surprise.
Perfect.
My mind is like a desert.
At least he doesn't know what his son did.
Whatever
Allegedly
you
did.
fucking say.
What fucking ever. Know anything about demons besides me?
Not a fucking
No.
thing.
Okay, that sucked.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
Hello.
Sure.
Humor me. Did you do anything outside of soldiering? Why are you so interested to know? We're all part of the syndicate. I'm trying to establish a friendship. Why would I want to have a friendship with a Dobituku like you? Friends and relationships expand our worldview. They can also provide comfort and support.
Got it.
Just tell me something about yourself. Do you have a pet? A pet? Fine. To goldfish. There we go. We're getting somewhere. What are their names?
Do you want to die?
I'm not telling you that. What drew you to fish? Do you have them as a
I'm a
kid?
soldier.
In the barracks, just after I was taken in by the new Night Army. I looked after them while I adjusted to military life.
Wow.
Do you miss those days? War is no place for children, Prost. I did what I had to do. What about...
Nenorochito.
That's it, I'm done. No more. Goodbye. I remember looking
Nenorochito.
up all of it,
Ooh,
but
the investigator is here.
no, it's nothing. Seems like you had something you wanted to say earlier. It is
I
nothing.
don't like
Spit
this.
it out, we're both busy. Did you know something about someone on the islands? Fine, it's about Crimson. She came to me in secret to ask about becoming a marshal.
Rahat.
I didn't give this information up lightly.
Soldiers of honor.
She used to be a fine soldier. She was blessed by the gods of her role in repelling the 19th island invasion.
Prost.
I'm the only syndicate member allowed to be a marshal. There is nothing I could do for her.
That's weird.
Why are you telling me this?
Rahat.
Henry did it, no doubt. I am just telling you that there may be someone who could benefit from him doing it.
I'm glad to be back.
I'll look into it. No, I didn't. That's
Paradise
classified.
feels
I disagree.
wrong.
Why were they removed? Investigator. They were being processed before the slaughter ritual. We don't just open the prison gates and let them wander over the temple.
Sure.
Removed before the slaughter ritual? What happened to them? They were processed and returned to their cells.
Don't test
One
me.
doesn't show them.
Nenorochito.
You don't have access to the full martial network, so you can't prove that. You also don't get to question how I run my army.
Rahat.
She was murdered by someone possessed by a demon. Anything related to the demonic possession is classified. Standard procedure, just for evidence that doesn't tie into the official story. You think you're really smart and clever with your snide insinuations, but you're not. You're wrong. Do you know anything about the demons on this island?
Rahat.
We exterminate them. Okay. So, I got some good information. There it is. Alright. Let's go somewhere else. We want to go close to the dead zone. Alright. Alright, here we are. And we're in. Bada boom. Ooh, spooky. My controller's going off. Is there nothing in here, or it is not allowing me to see things that are in here? So first, I guess let's get into Henry's safe. Did I go all the way up here last time? I did come up here before, but I apparently am having trouble searching. Strange. I unlocked it. Proves that it pays to be nice to people sometimes. Let's see what a citizen like Henry would keep hiding in a safe. Grimoire of Majda. Bit of light
The
reading.
investigator is
This book
here.
predates the Great Betrayal. It was written by a scholar in the esoteric. She was famed for learning how to communicate with the gods and hold cosmic communes with
Got
them.
it.
It should be in the restricted vault of the Syndicate
investigator is
Library.
here.
Yuri accessed the restricted area a decade ago. Does he take this? Did he take it? I guess this is the book Henry said he was given. This might prove that his possession was aided. Someone wanted the island to be invaded by demons, but why? Okay. Turns out that's what I was looking for. There's all the noise.
Ha.
I don't think there's anything else to see here. I think we're gonna have one more conversation and wrap this one up. Yes, I see. I'm here again. Again, I am here. There's nothing else to see in here, right?
Scene investigation.
A lump of flesh. Pile bunker gauntlets. These might come in handy. Yeah, I don't think I've utilized those yet. I don't remember where I would use them either. Oh well. Hey, Sam.
Sam Daybreak.
Hey, it's me.
Fancy a drink?
A special one would be appropriate, don't you think? I saved your glass.
My unique blend.
You remember, don't you? A glass perfect for a carved ice ball. You really do remember your guess, Sam. I must try, mustn't I?
Fancy a drink?
I have my own blends. Night Alone. A deep whiskey with complex flavors. The spice mixes with the orange with a hint of honeysuckle.
Fancy a drink?
It is meant to be savored without being diluted. I hand carve the ice for each glass. Your glass is the perfect shape. Where do you get the ice? The island is suffocatingly hot. A deep factory produces negative 20 degrees Celsius ice that is frozen over a period of days. The longer it takes to freeze, the harder, the clearer it is. You can see, can't you, LD, how perfect it is? The ice doesn't melt and dilute the whiskey. Good observer. Colder ice takes longer to melt. You can savor the whiskey for longer without it becoming diluted. An excellent way to spend some time, wouldn't you say?
Sure.
What's the most important ingredient in your blends? It's hard to say in a lot of craft, isn't it? Everything has a place in use, doesn't it? If you push me for an answer, it is my lovely love for Lydia. You can relate, can't you? She's my partner in life, and my respect for her gives me something to live up to. I miss having that. Do you want to have a lover, LD?
Sorry.
A lover and a partner. I miss Isai. The journey for perfection is a hard one. Loved ones are essential. We have similar outlooks, don't we? It is always a pleasure, LD. I'll be back.
Relic obtained.
Elda's always used at Sam's bar before her exile. Sam saved it between each island. Lydia couldn't contact Yuri for a while. Was it because of a blackout? What were you doing in Doomjazz's clinic,
What?
Sam? What do you mean, investigator? Doomjazz told me he'd seen you sneaking around his
I
clinic.
am under suspicion.
We must all be deliberate in words, mustn't we?
My unique blood.
The wrong word choice can darken truth and cast a false light on conspiracy, can't it? I have a prescription I need to get from the doctor.
Ooh, the
Fancy at the ring?
After Lydia killed me on the battlefield and my body refused to die, I lived on in this form. I think it suits me, don't you? Unfortunately, it becomes quite debilitating. A few sequences ago, I began to require regular blood infusion. Where do you get the blood? It's all ethically sourced from Doomjazz and approved by the council. Every citizen lets blood as part of their worship, and some of that comes my way. Helping the Syndicate is helping the gods, right? Please check with Doomjazz. He'll corroborate my
The
story.
investigator is here.
Into a secure container to take a vial from the council blood, did you? That's not something I would do, is it? Why would I need to do that? It would be if you were trying to breach the Holy Seals. Are you accusing me, LD? We'll see. Schiller has the letter K on the label where I first
When
would be.
love dies,
Kafka Memory's
all
blood
that
sample is
remains
missing
are
from
the facts.
Doomjazz's clinic, and you were seen
Is
snooping.
this a joke, LD?
Is there an accusation somewhere in
I
there?
don't like this.
Do you know what the Holy Seals are? They are a secret, aren't they? How would I know?
Sure.
One is a bloodlock. Several days ago, the bloodlock was opened by him. I'm sure a council member had business in the council building, didn't they? Montserrat decided that the council would only ever enter the penthouse as a group.
The facts and the
I
truth
think you
are
used
not
the blood
same.
sample to gain access to the penthouse.
What do you believe, LD?
Why would I do that? Are you denying it? Of course I am. I didn't know that the third seal wasn't until now, did I? Never said it was the third seal. You did, didn't you?
I'm glad to be back.
No, I was careful not to. Thanks, Sammy. That's not good. Want to tell me what the lump of flesh cut from the god is doing in a secure safe in your storeroom? What flesh?
I
Sammy.
am under suspicion, LD.
I don't know what you're talking about, LD. Is someone trying to frame me? Did someone plant it there? Did you plant it
I
there?
have a bad feeling
Don't
about
make this
this
harder than it needs to be. I promise you, LD, I don't know what you're talking about. Know anything about demons? Shouldn't be any demons. You always live in shadow, may you reach the moon. Eee, that's a lot of connecting evidence. That's very bad for you, sir. I didn't not even realize all of that. I really don't hope it's you, Mr. Skeleton, but if I have all this evidence against you, then I have all this evidence against you, you know? I mean, it could also be people working together, that's for sure. It's just a lot to consider altogether.
Blood crystals obtained.
Okay, this episode has gone slightly long, so
Blood crystals obtained.
it's so loud down here, I swear. The running water. Can you guys even hear me? Probably already bought from this one, yeah. There's a save spot.
Fast travel unlocked. Starlight skins obtained.
Vibing Starlight skin. I like that. Okay. Okay, I'm being greedy, but I did just want to do one more thing before I left, because I think I have continuously forgotten to do this. Every time I've come back in here. Boom! I got all of them. What do I get in return?
Blood crystal obtained.
5 blood crystals. You know, I had the feeling I was gonna be disappointed. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go cry about it. I'll see you guys.